Alright friends, we are back once again for the next episode of our Third Age campaign. As you can see on the channel, we're really starting to variate the sort of videos we're putting out, so we're likely to be doing 2 episodes of this a week. I'm aiming to have at least 1 extra video up a day alongside Brekky, at weekends as well. I'm aiming for 1 video a day. It might start to thin out a little bit as we start to move forward and get more like quality into the games. But for the time being, this is pretty much how we're going to be running things. Now, as you can see down here, we have moved forward about 26 turns since last time, and you can also see here we're now stacking. The reason I did this was in the last episode we saw the beginning of what's going to be the Rohirrim economic boom, where we basically were at peace for a fair few turns, and from there we did 1 economic episode, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to do like 3 economic episodes in a row. It'll just get a bit boring. So what I have done is skipped ahead. I haven't gone to fight anyone, or the only difference is I've put all of my generals and active units into forts around the Empire. The main differences that have happened as well is all of the mines have now been completed. So as you can see, our daily projected total is very, very high indeed now. So we should have a fair amount to work with. We have reinforced Core Willishire, despite the fact it's got now 5 units in there. It still doesn't really want to behave, but you'll find there's a lot of new buildings in a lot of these places. Now, I didn't want to basically sit and wait till my economy was flawless, because otherwise I'd have missed half the campaign. But what we are going to do now is start our campaign against the goblins, just because I'm noticing that the Northern Dunedain are looking quite keen on by the looks of things, trying to take them out. So what we're going to start to do now is muster our sort of our frontline force up here in the up here in the sort of northern or southern Eriador. Essentially, we're going to start to gather our forces together. We're going to move our King Aemir back to the front line, and what we are going to start doing, this is the exciting part of the episode, we're going to start the mustering of the Rohirrim. Now, we're in a position where I can go onto this. Look at that. Oh, look how exciting that is. That makes me so happy. So, boom, 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 boom. And what we're going to do is all of these provinces, for the time being, we're going to build nothing but cavalry in our home region. So what we're going to do, cavalry, 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 all of these home regions, 1, 2, 3, even scouts as well. We're throwing everything at this because we want a couple of immediate supporting armies to head up there. Why can I not do it? Is it because I don't have a meeting hall? I think it might be, you know. So there we go. All of our regions are now building cavalry. We're moving our men up. We still have a ton of building work going on, so what we're going to do this next turn is layer up the infantry as well. So we're going to have a much bigger kind of general army force. What I'm aiming for is to have 4 to 5 full stacks. I believe the current economic situation can handle 4 to 5 full stacks, and with them we will then start to move through the goblin lands, hopefully start to cleanse some of that mountain, and see exactly what we can and can't take off the Northern Dunedain, because ideally I want to have a route through that we can use to essentially get through to the Angmarim when we need to go and fight them. So there we go, we can get the Riders of the Fold. Lovely. I love a unique unit on this game. So what we'll do from here is now start to stack these quality units that we can have as well. It's going to be a while for that. We'll do those. Hopefully after a while they'll start coming through. There we go. All of the cavalry there. Bing, bang, bing. Bing. Bing, bing. Isengard as well. Bing. Loads of tasty infantry. Fold. All of these provinces now should be able to basically deliver solid military forces for us. Don't know what Bregnus is like. They still need a meeting hall, clearly. Must be a meeting hall. Anyway. Yard as well. Into Helio. Again, we've... because it's been so long, a lot of these northern provinces are now actually in a position where they can produce pretty good units. Like, Dundarak won't be amazing. Not about Tharbad either, because we took Tharbad before. Are either of the Tharbads looking level? No, neither of them are there yet. Barad Vin, however, is in a position to create a decent amount of troops. Yep, we'll get the armories. I've kind of decided that my frontline places are going to be the ones that are picking up the armories. Again, more units we can take from here. Now, our bank balance is about to take a massive hit. Like, huge, humongous. We're about to probably start losing money on a turn-to-turn basis. But that's what we need to do. We're at war, friends. We are at war. And all of these provinces now will be generating huge amounts of troops. I mean, we should quite easily be able to get 3 to 4 stacks together quite quickly. We do have some men sort of lingering around here as well. If we perhaps move...
Your order.
My lord.
These guys into here. There we go. That's what we've already got focused on. I'll tell you what.
My lord.
I'm going to actually move you into there. There we go. We should have a... I mean, this sort of Royal Cavalry force is going to be outstanding.
Yes, my lord.
These guys can start to make their way up. As I said, I've played off camera for about 30 turns, so I'm actually itching to get back into the swing of this campaign. I don't want to spend the whole campaign just waiting for stuff to happen. You know? I do actually want stuff to be happening.
Yes,
Aemir the Fearless, he's going to head up to the front line.
Making camp here.
And I think what we'll need to do actually. I mean, that's interesting. I'm assuming they still have. Wow, they have been knocked out of a lot of places, so we need to move quite quickly. I think it might be a good idea, actually, once Aemir catches up with this force, if we actually make our forward manoeuvre and head up to Zagh Kala, because I think they might be looking to take that quite soonish. So ideally, if we can get to Zagh Kala, get it sieged, get it under attack, we can then start to make our claim on the mountains as well. Extend the empire, as it were. Now, the odds are we're going to have to actually be going through enemy territory, or at least allied territory, to an extent. I don't know if we're allied with the Northern Dunedain, but we'll have to see. But yeah, ideally, we're going to... I mean, realistically, I was hoping on having a linking province, but I don't think we are. We are going to have a split empire, i.e. a northern and southern set of the Rohirrim division, but this is the mustering of the Rohirrim, and realistically, it's going to take a few turns to get the full force together. Well, there we go. They've taken back Anon in a rod, so I think it might be an idea to try and take that on our way through, because goblins aren't that great. Remember, there's just a lot of them. So I think if we can play it to our advantage and to our strengths, we should be able to take a large number of them out of the game quite quickly. There we go. Oh, Ardenaeum. It's all kicking off. I've also seen as well that the Ardenaeum have taken Mithlond. So that means the Ardenaeum are now our neighbour. Not too keen on that, to be honest with you. Why are you there? You need to move down there. Also, the Angmar are moving quite far down, so we shall see how this goes. And we've got this force. Oh, I forgot about this force.
My lord.
We can go no further,
Peter.
my lord.
There we go. How can I forget about Peter? Look at him. Boom, 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 boom. Saber, Owlwolf, Baldur, Leobred, and Hun, Dernhelm. Look at that. All of that experience, and he's terrible commander. Peter, however, is the main man.
Yes, my lord.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Your orders, my lord.
What's his name?
Yes, my lord.
We're combining forces. My
So
lord.
we take a unit of pikemen. So we've got pikemen. That's the only reason they're there.
My lord. Orders. Joining forces, my lord. As you wish. Your will, my lord. My lord. Split
Your
orders.
Yes.
This
my
force
lord.
shall now march on
can go
Anon
no
and
further,
Erod.
my
That's
lord.
going to be the
Making camp
first
here.
engagement with the goblins that we
Your orders, my
that we
lord.
see.
Yes.
This guy's going to move up so we can
This
start to
tower
see
will
exactly
keep
what's going
vigil
on. I
over
think
the
we might use
lands.
Dunlarak as the meeting
Making
point for the
camp
time
here.
being. As we can see, Edoras is starting to build up a solid force. There's some good cavalry work going on, and I believe once those Baron Stables are complete, we're going to have a whole extra load of units available. Cool. Done the stair, 3 units there. I think realistically, every time we hit 5 units in one of these settlements, we should move them out so we just have a constant stream of mustering, and we're going to muster at Dunlarak. So I think this episode might be called "The Mustering at Dunlarak," whilst we send the king forward with his fight. Now, realistically, what I can see happening here is us sending the king forward and him almost getting like surrounded and locked in, and then the cavalry arrive. Can you imagine how cool that would look if we can do that, where the cavalry get there just in time to save Aemir? Although I don't know why I'm putting him into a position. This campaign's been moderately leisurely since the death of Theoden and Erkenbrand and Hammer and Theodred and pretty much all of the family members bar Aemir. So, as we've seen Hlothere, hello there, as we're calling him. He's risen to quite a level of prominence. We've also seen, as well as that, who else has risen to a moderate level of prominence? Peda as well. Aldwulf is one of our leading generals these days. So there's loads of them. And it's kind of what I wanted as well. So he says as he cries, pretending he didn't want Theoden to last the entire campaign. He's literally my favourite Lord of the Rings character. So, okay, we won't attack yet, because then it goes all weird and then we have to just prepare for it. So you can go there.
Your orders,
Peda the Brave in the
Yes.
secondary position.
We can go no further, my lord.
We'll attack from two fronts.
My lord. Order. Yes. Joining forces, my lord.
So what we need here is a way of producing more troops per turn. Now I can't remember recruitment slots like that. There we go, the meeting hall. Everything revolves around the meeting hall. Never realised how important they are as a building until right this very instant second.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
Look at that. 20,000. We're spending 10,000 a turn on recruitment. The first army of Edoras is ready to ride. And you might be asking, wait, there's loads of people left. Well, you see, this is what we do. We start to add units from around the mark.
Joining forces, my lord.
Additional troop there. There we go. First force is ready to roll. First force is up from Aldburg. They're already there. Oedrith. Next turn, by the looks of things. There we go. Looking forward to this, just because we're able to train up so many troops to begin with. I think realistically, before this, we had about a stack and a half ready of men, so we're probably going to need to train up about 3.5 stacks. We'll probably go over that and end up losing a bit of money, but hopefully by then we'll start taking some more provinces. Our initial force will kind of shave off a little bit, and then we can replace it with fresh, heavily armored troopers. This is going to be the first time on this campaign that we're going to be able to use Royal Guard. We're going to be able to use the dismounted Royal Guard as well. It's exciting. It's really exciting. I am very, very excited, as you'll be able to see. Again, out to everyone watching Breakfast at the moment. The show's going really well. I'm enjoying talking to so many people. Loads of side projects coming off things. Got a couple of other radio slots coming up. A new podcast on the way. Like there's loads of very exciting bits that you're going to see. It's obviously all going to be announced via this channel.
Yes.
Right, so what we'll do is we'll send you up. Is Byrig able to produce troops?
My lord. Orders. Yes.
Right, everyone into that forward.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
With honor. Making camp here.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Relations worsened with the dwarves. Oh, I didn't see who's at war. Oh no.
Your orders, my lord.
We'll be there in 2 turns.
Making camp here.
Start the fight.
An order. As you command. We go no
Men
further
from around
today.
the mark will
By
gather.
your command. We'll make camp
Troops
here.
of
Yes.
Barad Vin.
We
Right,
can
we've
go
got
no
another unit coming
further
next
today.
turn. Well, we will do. They'll be alright. So they're all soldiering on. Not really much to do with them, but good. Al Sud.
Yes, my lord.
Look at that.
Orders.
A solid contingent.
We
We've
can
almost
go
become
no
the
further,
Northern
my
Gondor,
lord.
because obviously they have the
This
fiefdoms.
tower
We now
will
have
keep
the
vigil
fiefdoms
over the
of.
lands.
We have the Ened,
We shall
the areas of the
continue
Ened
tomorrow.
wife, the original clan that did proclaim these lands until they decided to have a fight.
Yes.
Essentially, added the crew. Oh, you're coming out of retirement, brother. You are coming back to the front line. See how many men you can spare.
My lord.
An order.
You're coming back, sir.
Move.
We need every man on the
Nothing
front
shall
line.
escape your notice in these lands, my lord. What? It's not possible, my lord.
Here.
Your orders, my lord.
An order.
So we should just be approaching the second full force, I think.
My lord speaks highly
All
of
of
you.
these might be next turn. We are waiting for. Wow, that is astonishing. 2 turns, and we've run out of money. 2 turns of, or not 2, about 5.
Yes,
but
my lord.
5 turns of building troops in 7 different provinces, and we are running out of money. So I don't really care. We're going to run into debt. We're going to do that because we are so far away from any actual enemy. I think we'll actually be okay. We've got loads of sort of stuff we can get rid of if we need some money quick time, and we've got a very good economic infrastructure in place. So we're going to keep training up troops. We're going to need them. We're not going to remove any of the queues. We're just going to get everyone to the front line as I play with my beard. Tell you what, I'm shaving a lot. Not even shaving. I'm scissor cutting nearly every day at the minute, and I don't know why. Because I'm not exactly going out. It's pretty much just for you guys. That's what it's for. So, the Rohirrim tribes want a word with the goblins. Maybe they know what I'm planning. I'm about to sweep in. Fast helm. There we go. We're into debt already. Outstanding. Right. You know what the good idea here would be? Let's get all of you out of free upkeep as well. Let's just really crash this beautiful economy I've spent 30 turns building up. Because we are going to war. War costs money, friends.
Assembling orders. March to exhaustion. Continue by your command. Joining forces, my lord. Your will, my lord.
Fold.
My lord.
All of these lovely men
By
here.
your command. Merging
All of these
armies,
lovely
my lord.
troops here.
Your will, my lord.
And the forces
Joining
of Derla
forces,
joining
my
up
lord.
as well.
Your will, my lord. Entering woods and preparing to act. Laying in wait for the end. My
So
lord.
we have 2 full stacks
As you wish.
heading up.
March orders. By your command.
With honor. Concede.
As you wish.
Yes. We can go.
Yes, my lord.
It's quite mad, though, that you can have all of this land and it can
lord.
still only really support 4
Yes.
stacks. Anon Enerod is right before the picking.
We shall.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
Your will, my lord. As you wish.
The troops from... Yeah, well, you know what? We've got the armory being built, so that will level that out. That's fine. Where are you? Forgotten trooper
Yes.
of old.
Move.
One of
We'll
the original
stop
generals, Aered. One of the original campaigners. He was
I'm
alongside
trying. Yes, my
what's his
lord.
name for a long time. He was
With
alongside
honor.
Hader
We
in
shall
his
continue
conquest of the south.
tomorrow. We shall continue tomorrow.
Now this is a vital province to take. I mean, really, I did want Austin Edil. Maybe when the economy's back together, I could try and buy it off the Northern Dunedain. Maybe they'll probably take about 10k for it, I reckon. But that's going to be quite crucial in linking this
Your orders,
scenario
my
because the
lord.
goblins are there as well. Kaleniach. I have to be prepared at Kaleniach because, I mean, have I got the armory? I do. That'll make a huge difference. The reason I have to be prepared there is because the goblins, I can see them just sweeping around. I can definitely see that happening.
Yes, my lord. My lord speaks highly of your orders, my lord.
I mean, it's probably worth
Yes, my
switching
lord.
these rounds. So
We can go no further, my lord.
watch the economy crash and burn. The Rohirrim are going to war. Good stuff. I actually got a response from my girlfriend about the which was her favourite Lord of the Rings film. We did sit down and watch all 3 of them over the course of a month. And she said the third one. And the reasoning was because that's the one where everything actually happens. Her favourite characters, Legolas and Aragorn. Very fair assessment, to be honest with you. I won't lie. I think my obviously when you first watched them for the first couple of years, the third one is going to be your favourite because it is like the epic closer. I could safely say, though, that you could probably tell by the fact I'm playing as the Rohirrim that the second film is my favourite. Primarily for how good Helm's Deep is, how I think iconic Edoras looks, just that journey from Edoras to Helm's Deep. I love the way it's put together, and I also quite like how kind of chilling the Gondor is when it's not all like the big cities and stuff. Just the actual bit of land that is the Gondor like mainstay,
Your orders, my
like the
lord.
fiefdoms and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if Ithilien is classed as a fiefdom, but
shall
you sort of see a bit more of like
tomorrow.
rural,
Yes, my lord.
a little bit more rural
Making
Gondor, which
camp
is
here.
actually where a lot of the stuff would actually be going down.
Your orders,
You actually
my
see
lord.
it's all in ruins and stuff. There's something quite
Yes, my
haunting
lord.
about it, which I do
Your
like.
orders,
I just
my
think
lord.
I think the second one is almost like I think the second one's quite like the first Gears of War. The first film's very kind of like colourful and they don't really know what they're in
Yes,
for. The
my
second
lord.
one's almost like there's not much left. Everything's over. And then the third one's kind of like the
Your
second Gears
orders,
of
my
War where
lord.
suddenly, oh yeah, there's a whole city. Yeah, it's not too bad. There's a whole city. There's loads of people still about. which I always found a little bit weird about Gears of War. But anyway, so you can see we are gathering the forces together. I think we will hit the equivalent of what we wanted. I think we will have about 4. I mean, those 2 plus them, that's a stack. That's a stack. I mean, that's a few off a stack. But if we were to combine him with like a couple of extra ones, stack. I don't know if that will reach the full stack level. But I think, I think we're about 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're at least 5. 5.5, actually. It's just getting them all into the right place. So, next turn. War commences. At last. It's been 21 minutes on this episode, and we haven't actually we didn't fight the entirety of the last episode. I think maybe 1 or 2, but it was primarily an economic episode, chasing down the remnants, killing off a few rebels as well. But yeah, we are going to be moving into our first couple of fights within the next couple of turns. We're going to start the fighting, start the warfare. Next turn, we're going to declare war on the goblins of the Misty Mountains, not of Gundabad, because I think they are too strong for us right now. Oh, always ends up in Eriador. Eriador is such a slog as well. Like I don't particularly like playing in the south, and I don't particularly like playing in the north. I actually quite like the Anduin region. I like the mountains. I do like this side bit. Central Eriador, though, is such a slog of a campaign. Because you're just constantly like getting attacked from 5 or 6 different angles. Because you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 factions all around the Anduin. That's not including the Ardenaim if they don't want to come up and buck heads as well. So there's a lot of room for getting beat up.
Yes. An order. We'll stop.
Yes, my lord.
Assembling a mighty host.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
All the militia.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Right, so
your
we'll
orders, my lord.
This.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, my lord.
So Walder, who has taken, I think he took.
We shall continue.
He took a couple of these upper provinces over here.
Your orders, yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
To battle. We shall prevail. Yes. We shall
lost
engage.
Any alliances?
Yes.
Oh, Khazad-dûm are against Gundabad. That means they must be expanding. That means Gundabad are down here. Wow. It's all kicking off on the other side.
To battle. We shall prevail. Yes.
Your orders. Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Sig here leads this force. Very nice indeed.
We go no further to do.
Your will, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
How much are we losing? We are losing so much money.
Yes.
As is war.
Camp here.
My lord. By your command. Join. We shall orders. Yes.
Ideally, if we can drop one of these generals off into
my lord,
into Captain Osred, who sadly is not really experienced enough. But there we go.
Yes,
we are going to be.
Orders,
I mean, should I sim this?
As you command.
I mean, I'm gonna sim it. There's no point, really. It's just been a slot. I don't want the fight to be that.
Glory, honor. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Orders.
Your orders, my lord.
We will march straight
camp here.
for Zagh Kala. That will be a fight. We've left a sizable garrison there.
Yes,
Still
my
have.
lord. Your orders, my lord.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. That's the
I'm gonna
issue.
stick you.
Will we get there in time?
Yes,
I don't think
your
our
orders,
other
my
forces
lord.
will.
With
We'll leave you
honor.
there for the time being. Actually, what we'll do is,
my lord,
once Osred gets up there, they will take
today.
on Fulor and Dalehelm, two pretty proven generals.
Yes, my lord.
An order.
And where's our man? Here he is.
Yes. We'll stop. An order.
There we go. Let war on the goblins commence. We've taken Brunost, which isn't really that big a deal. Bit of an outlying town, to be honest. I just want to take Zagh Kala, because if we take Zagh Kala, they can't come and get it from the other side, I don't think, on this version of Divide and Conquer. I think they still could on the older ones, but not on this one. But I shall have to see. You might still be able to get through. Lothlorien, what do you want? You've been sat here, dining at my expense for the last however many turns. There we go. Dolgadu. Moria are... Oh, this could get sticky. So I think if we take... because they're not engaging that big force there. I think they might be waiting until we haven't got many men left. Oh, 2,000, that's nice.
Your orders,
but I
my
want
lord.
Zagh Kala. So we
As
are
you
going
command,
for Zagh Kala.
we
It's a
shall
big
prevail.
moneymaker.
Yes.
4,000 pop. It's a
Yes, my
solid place to invade.
Your orders, my lord.
He will be the first additional
Yes.
force that rides in.
Making camp here.
Orders. By
What about
your
this guy?
command.
Yes.
Followed by
As you
Sig
command.
here. So we're going to have 3
I've
stacks
tried
moving in.
whipping
No
them,
trouble.
but the men are spent.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
With
yes.
fast helm, bringing up the rear.
With honor.
Your orders, my lord.
We shall engage.
What's the faction leader? Four turns. I'm going to wait that out.
Have a taste of my
I mean, if they go for Brunost, we might need to be very clever. I
stick
can't see
you.
us winning that. Oh,
Yes,
this could
my
be
lord.
sticky, but I'm going to wait that out. I haven't got enough infantry to beat that many
Your
infantry
orders,
in
my
siege.
lord.
I don't think. No, we don't. We need this to be cavalry because look how much
Do you
snagger they've got.
seek
The
an
snagger, yeah,
audience with us?
they are going to be useless in open battle, but behind a wall, they will make such a difference. And I don't want that many. I mean, they're useless anyway, but I don't want that many. I mean, they've got the Uruk Taskmasters are ball. Look at that defense stat. That's ridiculous. They've got halberds as well. The Goblin Band aren't that. Heavy Goblin Infantry are a bit of an annoyance. There's just too many things that could go wrong there. So I think in siege. So we'll see. This isn't going to be a quick fight, by the way. It may look like that the way I prepared it with all these like massive stack armies, but the goblins are resourceful and they will continue to bug you. They'll drop big stack armies out of everywhere, and by the looks of things, they're getting attacked on all fronts. So I don't know if their last stand script will come in or whatever, but I want to get a couple of their provinces before they get wiped out from everyone else. They've lost Moria. They've lost a couple of other bits as well. The Northern Dunedain are on their case, so it isn't looking too good for them.
Bring word for you.
Oh yes.
It was a Fed.
That
Another
suits me.
proposition for us then?
I mean, if you want me to try and fight off the
I must say, we are
oh, then
not
I am.
good day to
You're
you.
not going to have much luck. But I'm happy to be allies. More ally. I've got my fights. I'm following a pretty traditional route of take out the evil ones first. So who have we taken out? We've taken out Isengard, Enedwyth, and Dunland. 3 pretty traditional enemies of the Rohirrim. And here we go. This is one we are going to be fighting on the battle map. They've got 1,800 men, a couple of units of wargs, 4 units of wargs. This is going to be very tasty indeed. We do have
Muster
Aemir,
your
the
courage,
undefeated. I don't
men.
think he's actually
We
lost a
march
fight yet.
into
Maybe he's
battle.
retreated from one, but I don't think he's. Maybe we did a. Maybe he's lost one. Who knows? That's glowing. I think that's actually a screenshot from Battle for Middle Earth 2. I think anyway. Stay hydrated, friends. Right. It's been a while. It feels like a while. Because I'm recording these episodes once every like 3 days now. It feels like 2 weeks since I've had a fight. All that practice.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Right. So what is their front line? These aren't going to be an issue, so I think... I think these are just Goblin Band who do go down very easily. And if we get there before they do, we do have a slight... We've got an almost perfect hill. This should be a very enjoyable crunch to kick off the wars of the Rohirrim and the goblins of the Misty Mountains. I think they're called Goblins of Moria on this, but they're not in Moria anymore, so... Can't really be called that. Yeah, they are Goblin Band. Big charge. Big losses. Defeat's looking a distinct possibility. do. 5. Good. It's the thing with goblins, they have so many men all the time. These Warg Scouts should be able to take these out moderately easy. They are dipping, they're not great in combat especially. We're all running away, gentlemen. Please all run away, as I've said. Extended combat is not required. Okay, so a nice 9% off their initial number there. Come on, all of you, off you go. Off you trot. I won't be mad at a goblin engagement, as long as they don't reach the infantry. That's what I always say. As long as they don't reach the infantry. Oh, Christ, I forgot about this. Oh, wow. That does not look good. Right, about face, lads. Let's get to the top of this hill. Let's defend the hill. If those wargs are going down, which I think they are. Yep, not mad at that. How are we doing over here? That's fine. As long as... Are they about to get done in? Yep, they are. Knew that. Cool. Now, so the rest
Our
of
men
you...
have slain the enemy
Lovely
general.
stuff!
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
This is for Zagh Kala, remember. It don't look like it, but the more we take out, the less they're going to have inside the fortress itself. What are we looking up here? There's a lot of multitasking to do.
Attack!
All of you, can you run, please? Nice.
Units, sally forth!
We will ride.
Nice, big, chunky charge onto the goblin infantry. And they are off. That's good. Very good stuff. Believe that. Are those wargs on their way yet?
We will ride this day.
Go, good stuff. We've lost 4% of our men. We are now engaging over here as well. Switch to the shields. And that should... I mean, this could be going a lot
Pray
worse.
something changes in the course of battle, for defeat
be going a
seems
lot
almost
worse.
certain. Good tidings. The enemy general
Nice.
lies dead.
Well done, Spears. It's both their general units out the game, so as soon as this side is removed... Azog's Defilers. Wow. A proper good warg unit. I haven't actually seen them in the game before. Right.
Riders of Rohirrim.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Riders of Rohirrim. We will ride this day.
Quickly!
We will ride
On! Advance! Units, sally forth!
See how good they are. Heavy cavalry they're down as, but they are going down very quickly indeed. No white warg either. Nice design. You focus your fire on their cavalry. Get the snagger to rout. Come on. Little diversion, but we've got a great hill. I think that was me accidentally clicking again. Why that did not make any impact at all. The Defilers are still there. I mean, we're starting to lose men. We haven't lost a general yet. I don't really want to lose a general if we can help it, because it'll make a huge difference going forward. How are the Taskmasters? They're doing alright. The Riders are routing. That's good. I'm sure my Helmingers are going to be able to cause more damage. Not great. Well, we did a few. Did about 16. With no real momentum. Good, a bit of speed. This is good. This is good. This is good. Great charge. If we take out about 50. Routing. Amazing work, lads. Well done. Well done. Well done indeed. That's the majority of these forces gone out the game now. So if we hold you temporarily, send the bulk of the force. So I know they're halberds. I know we're likely to lose men. I know. But if we can crunch them and get them to rout, it's over. It's worth the risk, I think. Haven't lost a man yet. And I think that's them routing. There we go.
The fortune of battle goes our way.
Well done. Well done. Well done. I'm concentrating very heavily, considering this is meant to not be that great a goblin unit. That's them gone. Right, into the back of the goblin band. Those Taskmasters are good. Oh, wow. I was not expected to see those. Here we go. Bro, his Marines. So what are they down to? Pretty much just archers by the looks of things, but I want to make sure they have hardly any men left. I want to make sure they're down to at least 95, 96%, so they don't have a strong enough force to defend Zagh Kala. I mean, these archers are kind of shredding me, to be honest with you. That goblin band unit did sneak in, so what we're going to do is we're going to sneak in behind him.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half
Here we
their
go.
men.
Should be a rout. If they're already wavering, that crunch should make them rout. There we go.
Flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Cut through the archers. Hey, mate. You go after the band. So the plan here is, they go for the band. I'll send one of you lot, actually, out after this lot. Where are they? A sizable force? I can't actually see anyone. 3. No, not worth it. It's not worth it. Going to the back of the archers. I'll see them rout. They're now routing.
The enemy army flees the field.
Well done, lads.
Pursue and run them down.
Lost a fair few. Lost a couple of units of infantry. And a large amount of my cavalry. But as we know, general units do respawn, so it's not that big a deal, to be honest with you. How are we looking? 98. Let's hit the hundo. Go on. Let's hit that hundo. Let's hit the hundo. Let's let the goblins know what they are up against. Hit the hundo yet? There we go, lads. This is what you are going up against. We lost 200 men.
This is
great
a great
performance.
victory, worthy
Again,
of
well,
only
good
the
cavalry maneuvers,
mightiest
and you
of
need that with
generals.
Rohan. You can't rely on strong troop lines. They'll hold for a certain amount of time, but you do then need to make sure you are using your cavalry to run into the back of assaults. The Anduin. That is Amon Hen, isn't it? Or at least that area. Yeah, that's the... Because that's the waterfall. Looks very different, though. That's not the Karok, is it? Is it the Karok? The Karok? The Karok. The Karok. Who knows? There we go. I don't need you. What I need is your city. There we go. So, they are coming in to defend. Wow, this could be huge. We could have 3... This is what we're going to finish up the episode on. We're going to fight this. No, we're not. Yeah, there's just no way. Not with the... If they didn't have the trolls, I'd have gone ahead with it. But for now, Peter the Brave, you shall back off.
We must regroup. Pulling back from the walls.
Just one of them? Okay, no, I'm okay with this. We'll do this. This works as well. I'm fine with this. So, trash, trash, trash. Okay, trash, trash. Okay, trash, trash, trash. Okay, annoying, annoying. Trash, trash, annoying. Got about 5 units worth fighting. No archers. Apart from 1, 2. So they do have archers. Don't know why I said that. We've got primarily... We have no archers either. We have got pikes, which we could use. I don't know what the best thing to go against trolls are. I genuinely don't know. I usually use cavalry, but... Their morale is locked. They're good against horses, so I've probably been doing that wrong my entire time. We'll put the sellswords up against them, see how they handle them. This is how we're going to finish off today's episode, my friends.
Attack!
Peter the Brave going up against a nearly 3,000 strong goblin horde as we witness a Silmaril being dashed into the sea. Goodbye. You only really see the sea, the actual sea.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must
see the
act and
actual
halt
sea.
this turn of events.
You see rivers, like you see the Anduin, but you don't see the actual sea, apart from once. Despite the fact that a lot of... Actually, no, to be honest, there aren't really that many notable locations that are actually on the sea, if you actually think about it. But there we go, right. Peter, line up with your cavalry units. We've got 2 units of horse archers. That could prove very useful indeed. I think what we're going to have to do is essentially churn their bad units. I think that's what we're going to have to do. And I think it might be a wise idea to have our infantry as far away as possible. Just so our cavalry can get to work nice and early. Look at that. Wow. So, first of all, cavalry. This is where we find out what we're made of, lads. It's the oncoming goblin hordes. Immediately, I don't want you there. Oh, actually, forgot about our skirmishers. Why don't we send our skirmishers in against the trolls? That could work quite well. And the cav archers. Because they're going to go for our infantry. No. There's just no way they're not. And we've broken a large number of their front lines. So this is very important that we seize this opportunity. We take out these routing troops. We make sure we are taking them out the game now, nice and early. Surround them, take them out. See, we've done about 20% of their line already. Killed the troll yet? Barely. Barely even touched him yet. I always get worried about trolls. Even not good trolls I get worried about. Oh, wolf. He's just lost a few men there. That's very poor unit management from me. That might make them rout, to be fair, because we are just running through them. We're going to need to take out these wargs at some point. Did. So we are going to need to keep on fighting as we move these. I mean, the goblins are just going to keep coming again and again and again. It's such an annoying thing to fight. I don't know why. I mean, it's either that or just go straight for Mordor, and that pretty much seals the end of the campaign. And I'm enjoying this too much. You know, I want a bit of global domination. Why have you done that? So the infantry are going to be pretty much on their own. Let's get them set up, ready. He just is back. I'm going to try and pike them, see what they do against the pikes. Cavalry. It seems very split at the minute. Why are you all the way over there? Can you take out wargs with charging? We're going to lose a couple of generals this fight. There's no way we're not. We went into it very odds against us. So let's run through these and take these wargs out finally. Good, last once and for all. Should, because they're stood still, that might be very impactful. Oh my word, what a charge that was. They're down 100 men. They've lost over 100 men in a single charge. Flipping wargs. Right, so these wargs are they now gone? Are we all set? Good. Good stuff. Into the goblin infantry. And then you, these goblin infantry. How are we doing? I mean, they are carving through us. Don't know why they're over there. Didn't want them to be over there, but they're over there, so we're going to have to deal with it. Right. How many wargs left? They're nearly gone. Good. Now this I've clocked. This tends to make them rout if you like run through them. It's almost as if, oh, they're already moving on to the next one. We may as well quit now. As an attitude. Wow. Okay, that's made a huge difference.
The enemy are
So we've still got one unit of them to go,
they have
but
lost half their men.
I mean, this snagger unit's just... They haven't lost
Our
anyone.
men have slain
There
the
we
enemy
go,
general.
boys. Come on.
Without him, his
That's what I'm
troops
talking
will
about.
lose their will to fight.
Those, the trolls are dipping. So this force over here is capable of taking out trolls. I need to dissect why they are good at taking out trolls, though. So, right, what have they got left? Have they got any men left? Right, we'll split our cavalry into two forces then, just so we can see, because there's one over here, one over here. It's getting a little bit confusing doing both. How are we looking? 66 to 40. Wow. This is tight. This is a lot tighter than it actually looks. Get them out the game, and then we head over to... We head up the hill. So this is a case of slogging it out now. This is going to be a slog. Luckily we've got the reinforcements on the way, and our cavalry is nearly clear. They're warmed up, so that's good.
We've lost half of our men.
I know. Going through the back. Heavy goblins, always annoying. Get you up the hill. Up the trolls. 10. The goblin archers aren't going to hold out too well against those.
Defeat seems almost certain.
No, it doesn't. Don't be a pessimist. If we chunk these out, these guys look like a bit of an issue. I think this leaves it down to one unit of archers.
For the moment, the fortune
there we
of
go.
battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Send these into the back of the archers. Let them chase them down. These archers won't last long.
In our favor. Victory
Not when
will
they're
be
surrounded.
ours.
Goblins, honestly, if you surround them, they flee. Our infantry is doing a mighty job here. Not many left, but those trolls are starting to go. They're starting to fall. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. And then... into the back. They're down to 5. Oh, they're up there. Go. This is going to be a huge charge if they stop running into giant rocks. Into the archers. Boom! The trolls are down to 3. Looks like they've had enough. Looks like Peter has survived. I don't think we've lost the general. So all in all, by the looks of things, a job well done. Down to 1 troll.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Well done, lads.
It's time to press the attack.
Is that troll gone, or did he run away? A troll survived, which may come to haunt me. Because they can be retrained, most likely. But I think that is an excellent display from our Rohirrim legions. I think they've done a very, very good job in taking out this endless goblin horde, it would seem. Even though we've only just started, they're already seeming endless.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Big 9-9.
This is a great victory,
I'm
worthy
assuming
of only the mightiest of generals.
That is Peter who took out the most men. 310 men he took out. That's phenomenal. The bodyguards obviously dealing the majority of the damage. Skirmishers and the riders doing a fair bit as well. But the Dunlending pikemen holding their own. 124 kills for them. Only 8 kills for the sellswords. Yeah, the pikemen did... That first unit of pikemen did bits. Yeah, pretty much it was the pikemen, by the looks of things, that were actually taking out the majority of those trolls. So there we go. Good stuff. We're well on the way to taking out the sort of southern goblin entrenchment. Once these three are out of the way, we've taken Zagh Kala as well, so we can start to we can have a look at that before we finish up the episode. And there we go. We have done most of the madness. It's looking very good indeed for our Rohirrim campaign, and hopefully as well, because we've lost a lot of men, we should stop losing so much money. And we're about to gain a third province new, which should. I'm hoping we can get around 2 to 3k from this lot. I don't want your money, gobbos.
We have triumphed.
I mean, are they going to try it?
Glory.
There we go.
Honor, victory.
Zagh Kala is ours.
A most
Aemir sits
noble
upon
conquest.
Zagh Kala. Huge result. Ring's only up the road. I don't want to take Anon Enerod because it's... Oh, that is the one I want to take. My bad.
Yes, my lord.
As you
So we
command,
will continue our
we
siege
shall prevail. Yes.
Your orders,
with
my
the
lord.
promise of fresh troops
Yes,
in
my lord.
2 more
Yes.
turns.
An
The
order.
beginning of the campaign has started
Move.
excellently.
My
We have
lord.
stacks
As
on the
you
way.
wish. March to
We have
exhaustion.
support armies
Your orders,
to
my
follow.
lord.
With honor.
We should
We
have
can
made a
go
huge
no
difference to
further,
our
my lord.
economic downturn. There we go. That's a giant difference. First things we are going to do. Where's that temple to Melkor, which always seems to hide? They haven't got one. So let's get converting. We'll get this up and running. We'll make it ours. Same with Brunost. Unless they've got that Melkor temple. No, not a very religious bunch, these gobbos. Down. You'll be happy with us. Come on, guys. You know you'll be happy with us.
Your will, my
See if we
lord.
can sneak out a general.
Marching to war. The day is ours. By your command, we'll make camp here.
May have been a
My
mistake,
lord.
but we'll see.
As you wish. Orders, my lord. Yes. Orders, my lord. Orders.
Anon
Yes, my
Enerod lays besieged from our should be second in command. Peter. We'll send
Your
these.
order. Yes,
yeah, we
my
can't
lord.
get through there, I don't think, so
We shall engage.
send
An
the
honourable
infantry back
glory.
into
By
the
your
fortress.
command.
Your orders, my lord.
And
As you
Lagoof
command,
has been
we
Lagoof
have
out of the
triumphed.
way.
to battle.
We will also resolve that because we know
Glory,
we'll win every single
honour,
time. So,
victory.
Zagh Kala has been taken with a... there's a moderate... you'll have to think about what you're going to do to take it. You can't just stroll in.
Yes, my lord.
As you command.
And there we go.
shall
We've
continue
taken 2
tomorrow.
provinces. Anon Enerod is where we shall take the next, well, attempt to take the next episode. That's been it from me. Massive shout out to everyone supporting this series. Please do make sure you are hitting the subscribe button, leaving a comment as well. It makes a huge difference if you are watching it. Show a little bit of support. Makes my life a lot easier as well. Means I don't have to beg for followers every time if you do it. So thanks for watching, and we'll speak soon. Bless Cubcam TV.